What's up guys, Jimmy here with another video. Well, I want to talk about the three major press conferences, mainly Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. There are other ones, of course, like EA Games and Ubisoft, but I mainly want to focus on Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony. To be honest, I was really disappointed with what I saw at these three conferences. Let's first talk about Microsoft. I'm going to go into detail. I'm sure I'm going to miss some stuff, and if I do, please make sure to leave a comment in the section below. Let's first talk about Microsoft, okay? Microsoft, what are you doing? Please tell me. So, a lot of you guys already know, I went to the press conference in 2009, had a great time, and I was actually in Southern California around the time of the press conference for Microsoft on Monday, and I was thinking about maybe staying at a hotel. I was on a road trip, and I was thinking about staying at a hotel and contacting Microsoft, seeing if I could get a couple tickets, but I ended up not doing that. I'm so glad that I did, because it just would have been a huge waste of money, just a waste of time. I was really disappointed with Microsoft. So I don't know what the deal is. 2009 is almost identical to 2012. Let me show you guys. 2009, you had Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty, Halo ODST, a new Splinter Cell Conviction. You had a whole bunch of Kinect stuff, and you had Forza 3. So let's talk about 2012. What was shown at 2012? Well, you had Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Halo 4, Splinter Cell Declassified, a whole bunch of Kinect, and Forza Horizon. Where are the exclusives? They showed some exclusives. Splinter Cell Declassified, Halo 4. We knew about Halo 4. We know about a lot of the games that they were showing. Splinter Cell looked okay, looked good. I'll probably end up picking it up. But the last game that they showed, their big hurrah, was Black Ops 2. There is a new Call of Duty game every single year, and Microsoft, you decide to show Black Ops 2 for your big hurrah. Now, I understand that Black Ops is one of the best-selling, maybe the best-selling game on the Xbox 360 of all time. But to show it for your last game, people know about Black Ops 2. They've already seen gameplay footage from the trailers. They showed some exclusive content or whatever. Where are the exclusives? You know, one of the main reasons I bought a 360 was because of all the exclusives and how hard Microsoft was trying to show that they're really in it to win it. And I was like, you know, Microsoft, they've got a lot of great exclusives for the 360. Now it seems like they're just being lazy. They're doing these exclusive DLC deals which are so lame. You know, they're not going up and above what they should be doing. You know, they're really getting lazy. I remember they had all that exclusive content and games when they first started, the first few years. They started off so strong, and it's really sad what they've become. They've become pretty much trying to please everyone and really not pleasing the gamer. The gamers are the ones that are watching the press conference, and I know that newspapers and magazines and television shows, news stations, they're covering these conferences. They're putting this information out to the masses. So they're going to talk about how Usher performed. They're going to talk about how Nike made a deal with Microsoft as this new Kinect accessory or program. But I was really disappointed with what I saw. You know, Xbox Live Gold is a premium. In US dollars, it's $60 a year. Worldwide Xbox Live Gold subscriptions are at, I think, around 25, maybe 30 million subscribers. You're talking over $1 billion in subscription fees alone. And you know, actually, a representative from Microsoft spoke about how, I have a point to all this. The Microsoft representative, a year or two ago, they raised the prices for Xbox Live Gold. And one of the main reasons for that, he said, is so that Microsoft can continue to bring exclusives to the gamers. But you know what? There seems to be less exclusives more than ever on the 360. And the exclusives that I believe he's referring to is exclusive DLC, like exclusive expansions for timed exclusives like Dawn Guard for Skyrim, or exclusive map packs for Black Ops 2. These are the exclusives that I'm not interested in. Timed exclusives? That's lame. Sorry guys, but it's lame. You know, they showed some okay games. I was impressed by Halo 4, I have to admit. My opinion, I think they really should have had Halo 4 at the end, because that was the most impressive thing. Dude, Black Ops 2 at the end? That's lame. Okay, I'm sure there's more that I missed. Oh yeah, the whole Usher performance. Let me contrast this with something. Usher playing or doing a performance, that's fine. But Gears of War, the new Gears of War game, Gears of War Judgment, I believe, they showed a trailer for it, and I think 5 seconds of it, or practically nothing, was true gameplay footage. So around 5 seconds gameplay footage, and then you've got this long performance by Usher. And I wish I could say that the conferences got better, because they didn't. You know, Microsoft, in my opinion, maybe was the worst in some aspects. But let's next talk about Sony. I was really looking forward to Sony, because I knew that Quantic Dream was going to be up there, and I was just excited to see what they were going to do. In the beginning, Sony, they came out with this really cool montage in the beginning, and I was like, all right, sweet. They started off with Quantic Dream's Beyond Two Souls, which looked really good, and they talked about how the main voice actor, the main character, would be voiced by Academy Award nominee Ellen Page, and it got the crowd really excited. They showed the clip, or the demo, for Beyond, and it was no real gameplay, and also you barely heard anything from the main character. You just had her sitting there in a chair, and the detective's just like talking to her, which is fine, building up the suspense, but she's just sitting there. And then at the end, they showed some quick shots, some gameplay or cutscenes. Huge fan of Heavy Rain, but the demo could have been a lot better. I mean, come on, you have my attention, you've got the world's attention. That's the demo? That's the footage you selected? I thought it was lame. PlayStation All-Stars, Sony PlayStation All-Stars, it's a Super Smash Bros. Rip-off. I know a lot of you guys are excited for it. It looked okay. It looked alright. Assassin's Creed 3 looked great. It looked really good, but it's multi-platform. I've got more I want to say. Where in the world, at the PlayStation conference, where is the Japanese developers? You know, the PlayStation brand, PlayStation 1, the foundation was built by Japanese developers. Metal Gear Solid, the Resident Evil games, Final Fantasy VII is what made systems fly off the shelves, and I don't think I saw a single Japanese developer do a demo. The Last Guardian, where is it? I guess Sony rep said that it wasn't the appropriate time. It just wasn't right. A lot of people are really looking forward to The Last Guardian. Where is it? Show it. Please show it. Hopefully it'll be something at the Tokyo Game Conference. I'm not sure. Oh, now, a lot of you might be thinking, well, Sony just didn't have any PlayStation 3 exclusives made by Japanese developers. Exclusives. But they did, and I can't believe, I don't know why Sony did not have them on the stage. Studio Ghibli's and Level 5's Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. This is a game I'm really looking forward to, and I can't believe it was not featured. It's at E3, but it wasn't at the press conference. Probably one of the most important PS3 exclusives coming out, Ni no Kuni. They didn't show it at all. Instead, they talked a whole lot about the Wonder Book. Now, the Wonder Book, I'm not interested, but I guess some people might be. One of the first games that they're going to have is actually authored or produced by J.K. Rowling. And a lot of people, you know, got a lot of people's attention. I guess that's great for pressers and in the news. But the Wonder Book, look, I could see the Wonder Book being shown. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is the length that they spent on the Wonder Book. They spent way too much time on that thing. Way too much. They could have shown Ni no Kuni. They could have shown a lot more potential PS3 exclusives. You know, I'm starting to think that the PS4 is going to be coming sooner than we think, because there was no talk of a new Infamous game. There was no talk of a new Killzone game. I'm really thinking that a new Killzone game or a new Infamous game is going to be coming to the PlayStation 4. I don't know. But I was disappointed with the PlayStation press conference. The Last of Us looks great. Looks amazing. People are stoked for it. Yeah, it looks great. The new God of War game, God of War Ascension, looks great. It looks like God of War 3.5. It looks good. But I was really hoping for more. I was hoping for some, more. I was just, like I said, Japanese developers. I was hoping to see Tales of Xillia, Ni no Kuni at the conference. What else did I write down? If Ni no Kuni isn't really success, how are we going to be able to get, or the word gets out, how are we going to be able to get Dark Cloud 3 or Rogue Galaxy 2 if the support isn't given to Japanese developers? I just want everything to be equal. I understand there's developers that dot the globe, but I think it's important that Sony remembers that there's a huge fan base for quality Japanese developers like Level 5. I mean, what is the deal? What are you doing? That Wonder Book took way too long. Okay, finally, let's talk about Nintendo. Now, a lot of people are saying there's no way that Nintendo can mess things up. There's no way that they can get it worse than Sony or Microsoft. But in honesty, they probably did just about as job as Microsoft and Sony. They've got this new console, first Nintendo HD console, and they really disappointed in my opinion. They didn't talk about any real important. They had some exclusives. They had Pikmin. They showed Batman Armored Edition, I believe, and Reggie was going back and forth saying on how, after the conference, saying how it's not the same content. Dude, it's the same game. It just has some different features. Essentially, it's 90% of Batman Arkham City with, some extra additional features. I'm not going to spend $60 for a little bit extra features. I think that's lame. Where's Donkey Kong Country, Super Smash Brothers, Metroid, HD Icarus, Mario Kart? They did talk about a couple different new Super Mario games, one for the Wii U and one for the 3DS. But a lot of people don't want the new. They want the old blended with the new. I was really hoping to see a Super Mario Bros. 4, but we got a new Super Mario Bros. U instead. Just really, 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 really disappointed. Anyway, guys, there is my take. Oh, also Nintendo, one of the most important games, in my opinion, for E3 for the Wii U wasn't even shown at the press conference. It was shown shortly after the press conference, and that was Platinum Games' Project P100. This game looks like it has some really great potential. It's something really different. It's not going to be for everyone, but it's the type of game they really should have featured at the Nintendo press conference. Something different, unique, kind of quirky. They didn't show it. Anyway, guys, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony was really disappointed. This basically is my rant. Leave your comments in the section below. Agree, disagree with the things that I said. I'll definitely respond to as many of you guys as I can, especially for the next couple days. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your comments, and I'm really hoping things get better before they get worse. Because, man, I was just really disappointed. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.